Hi, everyone. It's spooky season. It's October 13th. We're in the month of Halloween. The weather has changed. And I came across this video and I thought it would be fun to react to it. Shocking TV horror movies that went too far. If they were on TV, they couldn't have gone that far, but I love movies, especially horror movies, and I've seen a whole bunch of made for TV movies, which now I think would be considered lifetime movies, or maybe even direct to video. Well, now it would be direct to streaming. But yeah, I just thought this would be fun. Let's check it out.
The movie of the week was a big deal, and sometimes they went a little too far.
Miles, I
From
saw that.
psychological shockers to satanic
Devil
pets,
Dog.
sleazy thrillers to full-blown creature features, these horror gems slipped through the cracks and made you wonder how they ever made it to air in the first place. Today we're talking about horror movies that somehow made it onto TV. The Legend of Lizzie Borden aired on
Yes,
ABC in 1970.
I love this movie. It's available on YouTube, free.
1995, and stars Elizabeth Montgomery, best known as the lovable witch from Bewitched, playing one of the most infamous murder suspects in American history. The movie walks a delicate line. Technically, it's based on real events. Lizzie Borden was tried for the axe murders of her father and stepmother in 1892. So, this is history, kind of. But the movie takes some bold liberties. It flashes between courtroom drama and psychological breakdown, with eerie hallucinations, memory gaps, and one infamous sequence where Lizzie slowly disrobes before delivering the final blows.
Abby?
Well, it would make sense she'd take her clothes off. That would be a lot to clean even back then. Blood is very hard to get out of things.
It's less a whodunit and more of a maybe she did it and kinda liked it. And the fact that it aired in prime time, with no disclaimers, just a cheery announcer intro and straight into patricide with the star of Bewitched, makes it one of the most chilling and weirdly classy TV movies of its kind.
Very good movie.
A made-for-TV movie with full creature suits, desert biker chase.
Oh my god, I remember in my Discord back when I was doing watch alongs, Chicky came in, Cece came in. It was so much fun and there was no drama whatsoever. It was just watching an old horror movie, enjoying it, and laughing with good people.
And Emmy-winning monster makeup. 1972's Gargoyles was weirdly impressive for something that aired on CBS at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I think Cece said when she had first seen this, and I could be wrong. Cece, if you actually watched this video, could you correct me if I'm wrong? I think you said you thought it was a documentary when you first saw it. Somebody said it. I really don't remember who, though. But I do remember us watching it in Discord.
The plot is pure pulp. A father-daughter research team stumbles across a nest of ancient winged creatures in the desert. And from there, it's all slow-mo attacks, echoing roars, and philosophical monologues from the head gargoyle himself.
There are perhaps maybe a dozen of us. We mean no harm.
The creatures are dudes in foam suits, sure, but it feels like a Halloween special that got way out of hand, but in the best way. The fact that this much latex and fire made it onto primetime TV is honestly kind of a miracle. It's part creature feature, part fever dream, and totally unforgettable once you've seen it. Imagine The Omen, but instead of a creepy
Devil Dog Hound to Hell. Another TV movie I love.
kid, it's a German shepherd possessed by Satan. That's the premise of Devil Dog, Hound of Hell, which aired on CBS in 1978. It features family favorite Richard Crenna battling his own household pet, who may or may not be the literal Antichrist.
Richard Crenna was great in another. I don't know if it was direct to video or it was like a TV miniseries, but The Hillside Stranglers with Billy Zane and Dennis Farina. Richard Crenna played a detective. He was so good in it. And these two kids, they're Disney kids. They were in two Witch Mountain movies. Oh, I miss the old movies and TV shows.
The dog is adopted after a backyard breeder holds a secret cult ceremony, and from there, the family starts acting strange. There's talk of demonic possession, hypnotic suggestion, and the dark forces are at work. In the final act, a full-on mystical showdown between Crenna and the dog, complete with glowing eyes and a flaming sword, sounds ridiculous. And it is. But Devil Dog built a quiet cult following over the years. As absurd as it gets, there's something about it that still feels a little terrifying.
Yep.
Airing on ABC in 1973,
Satan School for Girls. I have this version and the remake with Shannon Doherty.
the eyebrow-raising Satan's School for Girls has everything you could want from a late-night TV oddity. Moody lighting, whispered threats, students who may or may not be in a cult, and a headmistress who's definitely hiding something. It centers around a young woman who enrolls at an elite girls' school to investigate her sister's mysterious death, only to uncover a possible satanic cult hiding in plain sight. Pamela Franklin plays Elizabeth, while Kate Jackson and Cheryl Ladd round out the cast, just a few years before their Charlie's Angels fame. There's no gore. The jolt is the premise. Teenagers manipulated by occult authority figures, broadcast to millions on a weeknight. It's ridiculous and over the top for network television, and exactly the kind of movie that made you think this was really on TV. 1985's Deadly Messages starts with a Ouija board.
Okay, this I've never seen before, but I remember in school, I want to say second grade, we saw a slideshow movie in the library and it dealt with the Ouija board. From then on, I never wanted to touch a Ouija board. I'd never heard of it before that. And to this day, I will not mess with a Ouija board. I don't know if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't, but I never will.
And somehow ends with a full psychological breakdown and electroshock therapy in between. Kathleen Beller stars as Laura, a woman whose roommate is murdered right after using the board to contact a ghost named David. But when the police arrive, there's no body, no crime scene, and no one believes her. From there, it unravels fast. Strange attacks, shifting identities, and revelations that
I think I need to look this movie up. Tim Matheson!
Laura may have escaped from a mental hospital and stolen someone else's life. Dennis Franz turns up as one of the skeptical cops,
Ooh,
adding to the sense.
Sipowicz from NYPD Blue. I'm looking for my phone right now to use the notepad to write this down. I want to go look this up. Let's see. And I guarantee you there are plenty of other made for TV movies, horror movies, that just are not on this list. Deadly messages. There we go. There we go.
That no one around her is quite on her side. It's messy, melodramatic, and
He looks
exactly the kind of
familiar.
movie that makes you want to ask, who approved this script? And what messages were they getting? The Bermuda Depths aired on ABC in 1978
Never heard of this.
and somehow managed to be a giant sea monster movie, a ghost romance, and a lost childhood trauma all at once. The story follows a marine biologist who returns to Bermuda and reconnects with a mysterious woman from his past,
She looks like Sarah Jessica Parker. Hmm.
played by Connie Sellecca, who may or may not be
Celica. Connie Celica. Okay, it wasn't Sarah Jessica Parker, it was Connie Celica. She was in a series called Hotel, I believe. She was also married to John Tesh for a while.
a spirit tied to a centuries-old curse. There's also a massive, possibly demonic sea turtle, and Carl Weathers.
Sea turtle.
Produced by Rankin Bass, the same people
Rankin
behind
Bass?
Claymation Christmas specials.
Okay, here we go. Bermuda Depths going on the list. Let me make sure. Is that the name of it? Bermuda Depths. Okay.
The film has an eerie, hazy tone that feels like a dream you can't quite shake. There are long underwater sequences, moody flashbacks, and dialogue that sounds like it's being whispered through a fog bank. It's not violent or explicit, but it feels deeply unsettling, like the kind of movie you watched once as a kid and then spent years wondering if you imagined it. And honestly, you might have been better off. Barbara Eden, best known for I Dream of Jeannie, stars as a woman who suddenly finds herself pregnant, despite her husband just having had a vasectomy in 1974's The Stranger Within. What starts as a domestic mystery slowly shifts into weird, otherworldly sci-fi territory as her behavior grows more erratic and inhuman. She craves salt, avoids light, and begins acting like someone, or something, else entirely.
Just added this to the list.
It's eerie, low-key, and oddly effective, like a quiet invasion story hiding inside a made-for-TV melodrama. By the end, it's not clear what just happened, but you'll definitely remember it. At first glance, it looks like a typical teen thriller. A high school girl starts receiving threatening notes.
Never saw this, but heard about it.
The phone keeps ringing, and no one around her seems to take it seriously. But Are You in the House Alone slowly reveals itself to be something much darker. Beneath the made-for-TV pacing and soft-focus lighting is a story about sexual assault, trauma, denial, and how the people you trust can sometimes be the ones to fear. It never gets explicit, this was still network TV, but the implications are heavy, especially for a movie airing on CBS in 1978. Starring Kathleen Beller in her second movie on this list, as well as a young Dennis Quaid in one of his earliest TV roles.
Dennis Quaid.
It's not a great movie, but it lingers. Less for what it shows, and more for the subject matter, especially in the context of when and how it was broadcast.
Okay, that was a really quick video. There are a lot they didn't mention. Um, let's see. I know there's Bay Cove. I really like that one. Midnight Offerings. There is a lot. Okay, there's one that I think might be considered a TV series, Salem's Lot. I've barely seen the original because I do not like David Soul. But I did see Salem's Lot 2 because I love Michael Moriarty. My opinion, it sucked. And I've seen the remakes. I just don't like it. Let's see, what else is there? I saw a remake of The Day of the Triffids. Didn't like it too much. Trilogy of Terror. I only remember one of the three stories they told. A little voodoo man, a tiki man doll, comes to life and kills this woman. That tiki man freaks me out till this day. Let's see. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow with Jeff Goldblum. That was good. There was one with Lindsay Wagner called From Dead of Night. I really enjoy that one. Bruce Boxleitner is in it too. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Mhm. No. There was also a mini series called The Beast by Peter Benchley. That was so good. The next year, they had another one from Peter Benchley called The Creature or Creature. It wasn't as good. The Langoliers was good. The original It. I haven't seen the new one, so I can't say anything about that. But the original It, I enjoyed very, very much. And again, all these things aired on TV, like Don't Go to Sleep, which is available on YouTube. On this list, they're adding V. V was very popular when it first came out. It was a mini series, and I remember even us kids were making it home in time to watch it. Oh, I didn't know this was a made for TV movie. Snow Beast from 1977 with Robert Logan. The creature looks really creepy, but also really cheesy. But I enjoyed it, and it was one of my mom's favorite movies. The Haunted with Sally Kirkland. This is based off of the Smurl family haunting. I think it was a very, very good movie. Let's see. I'm just going through this list that's on IMDb. Okay, they're saying When a Stranger Calls Back was a made for TV movie. I have never seen When a Stranger Calls, the original, because I grew up in the days of no cordless phones, no cellular phones, no nothing. It was all landline phones, most of the time on the wall in the kitchen. So the idea of someone being in the house, someone killed the children you're babysitting, and he's calling you from that phone line, the phone line you're using in the house, freaked me out too much, but I will watch it one day. Okay, I saw this movie. It's called The Victim from 1972 with Elizabeth Montgomery. I didn't enjoy it. Not at all. But there is a whole slew of made for TV movies that are really just, they're good. They're worth the watch. So go look them up and have a bunch of fun for Halloween.